Brooks and Davis Real Estate Firm, LLC, offers more value than any other good full-service real estate brokerage firm when it comes to the sale of your home. We offer at least 27 things that contribute to your home selling in the least amount of time at the highest price. To receive our free home selling pamphlet, email us at info@brooksanddavis.com or call 713-665-8329. We also assist people who want to purchase homes or who are interested in getting their real estate license. Visit us at www.brooksanddavis.com.
Are you an inspiring entrepreneur? Or maybe you're an entrepreneur looking to take your business to the next level. My name is Larry W. Brooks, and I am the author of Empowering Quotes for the Entrepreneur in You and The Entrepreneur Code. In these two books, I guarantee you there's success secrets that will take your business to the next level. I personally invite you to visit LarryWBrooks.com. Go under the books link and purchase your signed personal copy from myself. You have a great day and have an awesome 2020.
Happy Thursday. Welcome to the Prime Real Estate Network podcast. I'm your host, Rick Davis. If you don't follow me on social media, I urge you to do so at Prime Real Estate Rick. You can follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Prime Real Estate Rick. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in residential or commercial real estate anywhere in the great state of Texas, but especially here in our lovely city of Houston, I would invite everyone to visit our website at brooksanddavis.com. As every week, I want to introduce to our audience my co-host. Not only is he a multi-time author, a Texas real estate broker, serial entrepreneur, he's also the proud proprietor of the Pure Hustle clothing brand, holding it down with us for 125 Thursdays in a row. Big shout out to the Texas real estate king, Mr. Larry W. Brooks. What's going on, my guy?
Hey, like old Master P. Man, I ain't got no complaints, man. I'm appreciating the love. We hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, so shout out to everyone that's taking the time to go look at some of the videos. You know, our next biggest objective is for those of you that follow us, that appreciate the content that we put out, for you all to go and watch more videos. We need to get our viewership up, so we would appreciate you all doing that. But hey, I'm happy, man. You know, 1,000 subscribers,
look, man, that's a huge deal. I want to publicly thank everyone who subscribed to the Prime Real Estate Network channel on YouTube, because you'd be surprised how challenging it can be, especially with an educational platform like we have, to get the public to follow us in mass, man. And it's something that I'm really proud of, that this program and the foundation that we built has been able to at least educate and bring in enough like-minded entrepreneurs and business people that we have 1,000 subscribers. So
I totally agree, man. And it's always a blessing to be able to put your friends on a platform so that you can continue to help them increase their business. And you look up and, you know, their referrals is overwhelming. They built and added to their teams. And so I like having those conversations when I'm out talking to people that are alumni of the Prime Real Estate Network, just watching their business grow.
I know, you know, it's funny because that's the perfect segue into introducing this week's guest.
Come on.
There are so many of our Prime Real Estate Network alumni guests that have had a business connection with this week's guest. I was really excited to have her sit in with us this week, mainly because all of our past guests were super excited to have her sitting in with us this week.
Yeah, facts.
I want to introduce to our audience, in our circle, who we would call the queen of big rig trucking here in Houston, Texas. Not only is she the founder of J. Rich Trucking Company, but she is also the founder of the Road to Riches Trucking Academy. Without any further ado, I want to introduce to the Prime Real Estate Network audience, Miss J. Rich. What's going on? There you go. We out here.
Thank you so much for having me, guys. I know we've been trying to, like you said, trying to plan this since, February?
Trying to make it happen.
Yeah, we made it happen. So thank you for having me on your platform. I'm so honored and blessed.
Now, we're going to get straight down to business because we don't have you for as long as I would like. So for our audience's sake, could you please introduce the J. Rich Trucking Company?
Yes.
What it is that you do and who it is that you guys serve.
Okay. Well, I am J. Rich. my rich gang family gave me the queen of trucking.
Come on now.
So I started in trucking 3 years ago. Before that, I was doing supply chain management for corporate America for 10 plus years. I decided to leave that industry and go into trucking, which is still part of supply chain. It's just a segment of logistics.
Right.
And I went all the way and got my CDL. I've been in all 48 states. I'm talking about winter storms. I've been in the mountains, black ice, bad weather, good weather, all over. But, it's just part of trucking. I wasn't prepared for it, but I gained so much respect for the industry where I grew my passion in trucking.
Now, and I have to ask this question because it's so enlightening when you reveal some of your past professional experiences before you got into entrepreneurship and business owning. There are so many women, ladies, college grad students who are studying logistics, supply chain management. What was it about the trucking aspect in that wheel that piqued your interest and caused you to get involved from that point of view?
Well, of course, being that I was over like the warehouse and everything, I see the trucks coming in and out on the docks and all that good stuff in some of the corporations. I work for 500 Fortune 500 companies or whatever. I haven't been over there. I've built my own corporate America now, but
Wow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, I always had some type of interest, but I actually had an ex-friend of mine. I say ex because, we're going to talk about bad business in trucking as well.
Right.
But, he was like, hey, I started my trucking company. You're smarter than me. You can do the same thing. And so once I seen the numbers, instantly I was like, whoa. You mean I could do that too?
Right.
And so he was in business for 5 years, and he was like, "Hey, I'm gonna teach you the game, Jay. And I want you to, grow just like me."
Yeah.
But I got to ask you, Jay, what is it that you think it is about your personality that when this opportunity was presented to you that you weren't apprehensive or nervous about taking a plunge? Because, and this is from the outside looking in, women in trucking is something that I think is very underrepresented. And when you're starting out something new, a new venture, I'm sure you felt like you were the only woman involved. But what is it about you that was willing to trailblaze and step out on faith in something like trucking that they don't necessarily push in a woman's direction from that standpoint, investing or starting a business?
Well, to be honest with you, I've always been that person that's like, if I'm a die, I'm a die. Just straight up.
Not scared of roller coasters?
I'm not scared, and I think I was just at my point in corporate America where it's like, I've reached my edge. It's one of those situations where you done train everybody, you done gave your all, and you don't get nothing back in return.
Wow.
So being presented the opportunity to like, yo, you can have your own company doing that, and I already had a passion for supply chain management. It's just that that logistics part, I just didn't know too much, information about it. So I told myself, in order for me to say, yo, I'm going to open up my own company, I need to start from the very bottom.
Absolutely.
I want to learn this industry. So that's when I had got my CDL.
But I want you to definitely give yourself a lot of credit because the growth that your company has had the opportunity to enjoy in this short amount of time since you founded your company has been exceptional.
Yeah.
So could you share with our audience a little bit about the fleet that you own and manage,
absolutely.
And how many people work for you and that type of
Absolutely. So currently, I started April of last year, and I started with one truck turned to two trucks turned to five trucks.
Since April?
See, that's what I'm saying.
April
See,
2020.
you heard me shoot it to her, Larry. What did I say? I said her success has been exceptional. So please, madam, get back to the exceptional success.
I ain't mean that. When I heard that, I was okay. Go for it. Okay.
Go ahead, please.
Well,
Ms.
I've
Larry.
been trucking a little bit since 2017.
Yeah.
However, me running full-fledged under my own authority, my own company and everything since April of 2020, last year.
And so
you just banging it out.
I mean, because
and it's a grind. It is.
Right. What kind of challenges have you had to fight through with that type of expansive growth so quickly?
Right now is just the balance of accepting what is, coming to you. Like things I prayed about is coming like 5 different directions. I'm being placed in rooms that I can only imagine. You know, I just made a post recently that, you know, relationships will put you in positions that money cannot buy. And that's exactly what's happening to my life. Things I prayed about. Now, don't get me wrong. I tried it in 2019 and I failed miserably. I mean, I was $60,000 in debt. Yeah. I had bad relationships with the ex-friend. Was stealing money from me, all kind of stuff. So, you know, when that happened, I went through a depression for like 3 months. And, you know, my back was on the walls, pillow to post. And, you know, I kept praying. And not only just pray, I'm like, okay, it's time to put an action to this, Jay. You know, you already failed. You already got the blueprint of what not to do. Yeah. Now it's time to do it. So 6 months after that, I got on the road, you know, back 48 states, grinding. You know, it's a sacrifice, leaving my son, leaving family, you know, leaving a lot behind. And in that time frame, I was telling my grandmother, I was like, grandmother, I'm going to open up my own company. She was the only one who knew what I was doing, and she knew why I was doing it. And a month before I came off the road officially, she had died. Wow. And so I told myself right then and there, Jay, you have 2 things. You can get back into depression, or you can use this as motivation and make your grandmother proud. No doubt. Shout out grandma. That's always a motivation. Telling. So since then, I just been going hard. I'm not just into just trucking. I'm into other things too. I'm building other things too. And it's like, I even have my assistant. She's like, I don't know how you do it.
The reason Larry and I are so happy for your success is because you've traveled the road less traveled. You've trailblazed the path that very few people embark upon alone without a lot of help and a lot of people opening doors for them. But one of the signs of a successful company is when they're hiring. Yes. And J. Rich Trucking is having a really
always hiring.
You know how it is. And you guys have had a very impressive recruiting push lately. Can you talk a little bit about who it is, how you guys are employing people, and who it is that you're looking for from a professional standpoint?
Absolutely. So right now, I'm actually taking roles of coming into companies, being their VP of operations and project manager. So now I'm in position where I'm helping others. Either they haven't started up, or they in position where they're companies at a standstill and they just need somebody to move, you know, do some corrective action in their company. So sometimes when you see me putting up hiring posts or something like that, it's because I'm helping, you know, a client of mine or something.
That's outstanding work.
Yes.
And how does all of that stuff relate to the Road to Riches Trucking Academy? Because the amount of education and mentoring that you're doing right now is something that I want to urge everyone in our audience to take advantage of if they don't follow you on Instagram, because you giving up so much free game. And I don't know if it's because you just that friendly or if it's because the people on IG don't understand how lucrative commercial trucking can be.
Right.
Because, I mean, you giving away $1 million worth of games. So could you talk a little bit about the Road to Riches Trucking Academy and your education platform?
So I get that a lot. Jay, you give so much game. Like, actually today, building relationships in corporate America, not only was I just built relationships because I was a buyer. I was the one that actually approved contracts. So, like, what everybody's trying to do is get the contracts, you know, to become a carrier of distribution centers. Well, I was the person that was behind there. It was like, yo, okay, we're going to roll with this person. Right. So I'm invited some of the, you know, business partners I had in the past in corporate America to come on my platform and actually give out free game. Like today, I'm having a big master class where a brother of mine was basically he started off as a forklift driver, and now he oversees 3 distribution centers, and they just landed a big contract from China where they dealing with like some COVID materials that needs to be moved. So I told him, I said, I have a lot of people on my platform that are carriers, and they need dedicated lanes, and this is what I want to do. I don't want to be just a plug. I want to be the outlet. Wow, so I decided to create Road to Riches Trucking Academy. I remember being lost in this industry for, you know, some time, being messed over and it, you know, not provided the right information. And I think off of my bad experience, I want to provide good vibes and good experience into this academy. So that's why at first I was beating myself, because on January the 1st, I was going to launch it. Then I was like, man, I need to charge these people. Something in my heart wouldn't allow me to, because I think God just told me, charge for what you already blessed.
Right.
So that's the mission of it. Just, you know, helping others to get, you know, even if they surpass me, just, you know, being able to create a network of people that, you know,
having
to
that
be
internal
successful.
voice and that spirit of service isn't something that you can just develop overnight. In our experience, you know, we've interviewed 125 entrepreneurs.
Yes.
And you tend to realize that this is something that they were raised with and something that has just evolved over time. So if you don't mind, when we come back from our break, I want to talk to you a little bit about your entrepreneurial past.
Absolutely.
About your life before becoming a business owner and what motivated you to make that flip or flip that switch, if you don't mind.
Okay.
I want to thank everyone for tuning into the Prime Real Estate Network podcast. We're going to take a short break to hear from our sponsors, but we'll be right back. This is Rick Davis, realtor and host of the Prime Real Estate Network. Are you currently leasing or looking to relocate to the Houston area and you find yourself falling in love with a home but aren't quite in a position to purchase? Well, no worries. We offer the Right to Purchase program. We can place you in the home of your dreams at current market rental rates and give you up to 3 years to buy. Did you know that a majority of the homes that are for sale offer better quality than those that are for rent? So why wait? Don't cheat yourself, treat yourself. Let me and my team help you purchase a home that you and your family can fall in love with. Give me a call today at 832-928-3963. And remember to follow the Prime Real Estate Network podcast on YouTube, Facebook, iTunes, Spotify, and Google Play. I look forward to hearing from you soon. Be blessed.
I'm serial entrepreneur Larry W. Brooks, and I'd like to personally invite you to take a closer look at the Pure Hustle clothing brand, along with several books that I've authored to take entrepreneurs, small business owners to the next level of their business. So please take a look at shoplwb.com. How do you survive?
Welcome back to the Prime Real Estate Network podcast. I'm your host, Rick Davis. Follow me on social media at Prime Real Estate Rick. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in residential or commercial real estate, visit our website at brooksanddavis.com. As always, I want to thank everyone who subscribes to the Prime Real Estate Network YouTube channel, and I would also urge everyone to follow the Prime Real Estate Network on iTunes, Spotify, and as well as Google Play. As always, my co-host, Texas Real Estate King, Mr. Larry W. Brooks. What's going on, my guy?
Hey, man, we in here. We're excited. So make sure that you hit the subscribe button on YouTube. Make sure that you go and watch several other videos in the past, and just continue to support the guests that come onto the show. It's always appreciated. And for those of you that are out there in Facebook world, you know, in the second half of the show, we leave that for the special guests that tune into the YouTube. So we appreciate you, and y'all have a great day.
Hey, man, Larry, we've had a very, very exciting episode so far.
Yes, indeed.
Sitting in with us
Come on.
is the queen of trucking, Miss J. Rich. I want to thank you for sitting in with us this week.
It's been an honor.
She getting me antsy about this trucking issue, man. You know what I mean?
Hey,
you know, I'm a serial entrepreneur
hey,
too,
what
man.
they
When
say,
I hear
Larry,
good vibes,
Hey,
good
she
info,
talking too much money. It's just too
come
much
on,
bread
man.
out there.
Listen, I get the sniffling around. It might be something new for me out here.
No, but I want to talk to you, Miss J, about
Yes, sir.
how empowering founding your own company has been. Not necessarily from a financial perspective, but self-esteem, your feeling of self-worth, the way you've been able to influence your friends and family and empower people and employ people. Could you talk to our audience about how uplifting that's been?
Yes. First thing, I feel like if you are money driven and it's just all about money, then you're going to lose your focus and your passion and your blessings. So being able to be in position to provide jobs with guys that, you know, based on their second chance coming out of prison, or being able to have them make the type of salary they're making at my company where they're able to, you know, provide for their families. You know, this trucking industry can be very, you know,
Lucrative, as you say.
lucrative too, but you know, it's a grimy industry as well.
There's a lot of challenges, right?
It's a lot of challenges. So, I mean, coming from a position where I was working for somebody, waiting for a paycheck, and then being able to be over my own money and everything, you know, is a lot of responsibility first.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, I lost a big contract in December, and it was one of the things where my back was against the wall again, and I was like, all right, Jay, what you gonna do? And I actually got in the truck myself, and I was like, I gained a contract 2 days later.
Wow.
You know, just to network, and I was in there like, come on now, you got to help me out. You got to help me out. And this guy, he was at a warehouse, and he was going crazy. I seen him run. He was like, what I'm going to do? What I'm going to do? Oh, my goodness, we got all this that we have to push out and everything. It was a distribution center right there by the airport in Austin. And I told him, I said, what you need? He was like, I mean, can you come back? I said, not only I could go back, I could bring trucks and trailers. What you need? Right. And I told him what I had going on. He was like, oh my goodness. So he connected me right on the spot right. and gave that contract just like that. So
I've always been so curious because you're such a public person as far as sharing knowledge and educating. You're out and about. You're going live on Instagram. Mm-hmm. When you meet other female entrepreneurs and aspiring business owners, what are some of the main questions that you get from people on the outside looking in, asking you about getting into the business?
Well, when I meet other, are we just focused on just women, period? Yeah. First, I go by energy, right. Because I want people to understand, like, when you get into, if you are, wanting to get into trucking industry or whatever, like I am, first you got to understand that your driver is the face of your company. Mm-hmm. Wow. So you have to build a relationship with the driver. You have to make sure that you take care of your driver. Now, of course, I've had bad drivers. You can't please everybody, but right. for the most part, I have people a guy that followed me 2 years didn't know where I was going with this company at all. But he told me, he said, Jay, whenever you get where you going, man, I want to be the first one you hired. And he was the first guy I hired at my company. He's still working for me today.
That's super deep, man, because the drive and the commitment and the consistency that you've shown, I believe, is one of the reasons why your success rate has been escalating at such a high level so quickly in comparison to what people might have told you or what you might have seen.
Absolutely.
When you think back to your upbringing, is there a member of your family or close circle that you might have set an example?
My grandmother.
In what way did your grandmother inspire you down your road to entrepreneurs?
Man, she so my family, we wasn't not wealthy. We wasn't a wealthy family where we had a whole bunch of money. It's like, my grandmother had this little shotgun house, and it was about 50 cousins in there. We used to sit on the floor wait for that fried chicken with newspaper on the floor.
I second that. I know what that looks like.
I've seen that, and no matter like what level I reach or what success is like, she always kept me humbled. You know what I'm saying? Always, I always keep God first. Whatever you do, keep God first. And I always remember that. You represent this family. So, of course, when you go on my social media, you're not going to see me twerking. You won't see me, now the snaps might be a little ratchet, depending on what the fuck.
But a good even mix for them.
As the audience starts to download Snapchat.
Right.
The whole audience.
But, for the most part, I have a lot of young people that watch me. I have emails from people in prison that watch me. And it's like, you give us hope,
Wow, that's
so
real.
My grandmother, she always told me, she said, people watches you.
Right.
She told me, not watch, she watches you.
Right.
So I always, stuck with me, and her spirit just with me. So even when I want to do some foolishness, it's like, you better not. I can just hear that voice. I seen her, take care of my great grandmother and my grandfather one time. She was at one house taking them care. I've seen this woman and what she have done with our family and how she held us together and whatever. So having her, and she used to pick me up from school, and seeing all that she used to do, I think that just was instilled in me from her.
Is there any advice that you think could help to motivate that next generation? I want you to think back to who you were maybe 15, 20 years ago. Before you might have decided on what plane you wanted to be on, what path you wanted to take. Is there any advice as far as the value of hard work that you would like to impress upon that next generation? Because the things that you're doing, to those on the outside, might seem like a lot. Like, I can't handle all that responsibility. But is there anything that you could tell that next generation to let them know that the hard work is worth it?
Yeah, absolutely. First thing, I want to tell this generation is, enjoy life, because life is so short. I know what you see on social media it looks good, you know, and it makes you feel like you probably behind or you need to do certain things to get you there. But I would say stay in your lane and find your passion, you know, find something that you feel that you will be held accountable for. And I feel like that's what I feel like I'm held accountable for things I do in my life, which keeps me grounded and keeps me going and everything. And also, I always say this saying, don't focus on what's happening to you, focus on what's happening for you. So during the time that I was in depression, that storm was hitting me hard. It actually was building the beast that I am today.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I want to thank you so much for your sharing your story and your testimony, because I know that there are people in our audience that are going to hear your interview and they're sitting in a similar place that you are when you're explaining certain areas and situations that you've been in, that you've encountered upon along this road. And one final question, because I want to thank you so much, because I know how busy Thursdays can be.
Guys. Thank you.
And not because Thursdays, Larry and I talk about this every week. It seems like for business owners, Thursday is like that Friday.
Yes,
because there's no real business that gets done on Friday.
Right.
So thank you so much. But in parting, could you please share with our audience your website, your IG handle, because I want everyone to take advantage of this opportunity to not only get to know you, but to be mentored by you as well.
Absolutely. So you can find me on Instagram at JRichTrucking. I also have a business page that is JRich on Facebook. Now you can try to follow me. I think I'm at 5,000 followers already on my Facebook. My YouTube channel is JRich Live. And right now I've closed the Academy because I grew the Academy in 1 week I had over 300 people. So the Academy is going to be closed down to probably April, but I'm going to reopen it for those that are interested in getting in the truck and making passive income. No, you don't need a CDL, but for those that do, you know, it's a very good Academy with very good vibes and good energy and everything. And also follow me on YouTube at JRich Live.
Now, I wanted you to mention this, but since I know you off the clock, I'll bring it up myself.
Okay.
I challenge you that the next time you come to the Prime Real Estate Network podcast to start wearing all your cool swag that you have. Because you talk about your online store, your T-shirts and all that, because the stuff is fire. So please.
Thank you. So you can purchase the Road to Riches Trucking Academy shirts. There's a link on Instagram that it says purchase Road to Riches Trucking Academy shirt. On my link tree, and it's a cool shirt. You know, there's a reason that I am wanting everybody to purchase this shirt that is a part of my academy and everything. So make sure that if you know, as soon as you guys see that registration is open, make sure that you go ahead and register. Man, we got a lot of good things that's going on. And thank you so much for having me on y'all platform. It's been an honor.
I'll tell you what, man, because I know if you bless me and Larry with the shirts, we're going to be rocking out with them. So next time we see you, please, man, I want to make sure you have those on deck for us, because I've been checking them out online. I was like, oh, my goodness gracious, that logo is live.
Yeah, thank you.
I want to thank you so much for sitting in with us. Texas Real Estate King, Mr. Larry W. Brooks.
Yes, sir.
Any game you want to share with the audience before we sign out this week, my guy?
Not much at all. Everybody be safe out there. Continue to stay prayed up and continue to accept success when it comes your way. For those of you that are in the real estate industry that's currently taking your classes but haven't yet passed the exam, Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm will be offering a study hall at 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. tonight, South Loop West. You can text me at 281-924-4954 for more details. But just show up, and you'll be in there with like-minded people that are looking to pass their real estate exam as well. So that's it for me.
I want to thank everybody for tuning in this week on behalf of myself, Rick Davis, the Texas Real Estate King, Mr. Larry W. Brooks, and the Queen of Trucking, Miss J. Rich. I want to thank everybody for tuning into the Prime Real Estate Network podcast this week. If you need anything, we're only a text, email, DM, or inbox message away. Until next Thursday, I want everyone to be careful out there and be blessed.
Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm, LLC is marketing a property for sale right now that you can buy. These properties range from land lots for under $20,000 to move-in ready homes $500,000 and more, along with everything in between. To see this week's list of properties for sale you can buy now, go to bit.ly/BDREF weekly list. That's bit.ly/BDREF BDREF weekly list. If you plan on selling some real estate and you need it on the weekly list, call 713-665-8329 to speak with someone about it.